Today, we're diving into the world of American wildlife and encounters you might have if you go outside. Well, more specifically, into the American national parks or outside. Picture this. You're out in the heart of nature, surrounded by breathtaking landscapes, and you hear a sound. You're not alone. You turn to see some rustling in some bushes. What could it be? A bear? Waddling out from the bushes is a group of wild turkeys. Wild turkeys are probably one of the most unassuming menaces to hikers and citizens alike. With a running speed of up to 25 miles an hour, they can chase you down pretty easily. Turkeys were nearly hunted to extinction in America in the early 1900s, but through some very successful restoration efforts, their numbers were brought back up pretty rapidly. They now stand strong with an estimated 6 to 7 million of them spread throughout America. They can predominantly be found in eastern US, but there's a population in every state, except Alaska. Now, wild turkey attacks are not common, but they can be very dangerous. So please, don't try to pet one. Actually, just don't try to pet any wild animal. Next up, one that goes by many names. The mountain lion, cougars, puma, big cat, whatever. Thankfully, they are a lot less common than wild turkeys. Cougars are champions of stealth, which is probably one of the reasons it's rare to encounter a cougar. But they are still out there and always on the prowl. Be extra cautious in the West, especially in parks like Zion or Grand Canyon National Park. Keep in mind that even though they are called mountain lions, they can still be found in almost any environment. Swamps, deserts, woodlands. So watch your back, especially the young men out there. Finally, delving into the cute category, we have the American red fox. Sly, cunning, like all the kid stories we were told about foxes in our youth. But their cute little faces have given them a social get-out-of-jail card, unless you own some livestock like chicken, hens, or small animals. These little athletes can jump over 6 feet and run up to 35 miles an hour. They are the world's most prolific carnivores, living on 5 out of the 7 continents. This might be a little shocking, but not all red foxes are red. The region these little pups live on can have an effect on their fur, from gray to black to white. And before you ask, yes, they can technically be domesticated, but you would regret that decision. Trust me. Staying in the canine family, we have the red fox's regal and scary cousin, the gray wolf. Sometimes called timber wolves, they are the largest of the canine family. Wolves were actually hunted to extinction in America, with the last one killed in the lower 48 in 1926 in Yellowstone Park. They are another example of a successful restoration project. There are now an estimated 11 to 16,000 gray wolves running amok in the US, with a majority of them in Alaska. If you've seen one, consider yourself lucky. Don't try to pet it. For the wolf's smaller and less adorable little brother, we have the coyotes. They are given the ugly stepsister treatment in a lot of places in the US. Some states list them as vermin, so hunters don't need a license to take them down. Coyotes are very adaptable animals, though. They can easily change their diets depending on what's around them. It's not uncommon to spot one in urban areas as well as the wild. If you want to see one, you'll have to wake up early in the morning, as they are most active at dawn and dusk. I know I've seen my fair share, scavenging the highways in the early morning. They aren't all bad, though. Coyotes value family, and they can live in packs up to 6. Less of a pack and more of a big family road trip. Unlike the coyote, the iconic grizzly bear is a predominantly solitary animal, mainly found in western states like Washington, Wyoming, Idaho, and of course Montana and Alaska. These powerful animals are intelligent and curious, so if you're camping in bear country, remember to hang your food in a tree away from your campsite. It is important to note, not all grizzly bears are brown. Some are cream-colored and even black, as they are regarded as the more aggressive of the bears that are found in North America. Keep a safe distance, and do not engage under any circumstance. I repeat, under any circumstance. For the grizzly's smaller counterpart, we have the black bear. Again, not all black bears are necessarily black, so proceed with caution around any bear-looking beasts, even panda bears. Black bears are significantly more common than their bigger brothers. Their territory can range from northern Canada throughout America to the northernmost parts of Mexico. They are big creatures, with males weighing up to 500 pounds, which does not hinder their athletics. They could still run up to 30 miles an hour and able to climb hundreds of feet in seconds. If one has a human in its sights, there's little chance they won't be able to catch their target. Moving on to animals that are just as dangerous, but a herbivore, we have the American bison. Dubbed as the national mammal of the United States, which I did not know was a thing until now. The bison is also the largest mammal in North America, weighing up to 2,000 pounds and standing 6 feet tall. Bison can be found across America, but mainly in state and national parks and wildlife refuges. It is said, though, that the bison found in Yellowstone are the only pure descendants, meaning no cattle genes, meaning they are the descendants of the wild bisons that have roamed the land since before America was even an idea. Continuing with Yellowstone, an animal that you are bound to see there is the elk, also known as a wapiti, known for their deceptive human sounds called majesty. The elk is a staple in American wildlands. Before European settlement, it's estimated there were over 10 million elk that roamed the lands. Now, though, there are about 1 million that call the western half of the United States home. They can be confused with moose, which I have done before, but elk are much smaller, and their antlers, which can weigh up to 40 pounds, are shaped differently. Elk antlers are long and pointed, while moose are more flat and wide. Both should be given a wide berth, especially moose. Lastly, the white-tailed deer. They are the smallest among the deer family and the most widespread among the Americas. Known for its distinct white tail, their furs change color depending on the weather. They have a reddish-brown coat in the summer, while in the winter, it shifts to a grayish-brown. Don't let their fast frolicking fool you. They are great swimmers, as well as they are runners, capable of swimming up to 15 miles an hour, and they can go as long as 10 miles if they need to. They can get to practically anywhere. And honestly, you have the highest probability of encountering a deer than any other animal on this list, thankfully. And that is it for this one. If you don't mind, why don't you leave a like? And if you are in the parks, keep an eye out for these beautiful specimens of Mother Nature. If you have any stories or encounters about them, well, tell us in the comments below. Or if you think I'm wrong about a fact, well, just let me know. Again, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next entry of Nature's Journal.